Hi students, welcome to Mindfulness Meditation week number 5. It's amazing that we are in week 5 already. The summer has just been flying by, and I hope that you've all been enjoying the course and your summer too, of course. So you've all been doing wonderful in the course. You did great in your discussion boards last week. I'm going to be working on grading those. You found great articles, and I think there was a good discussion going on. So thank you all for your work and participation last week. You have a journal due this week, just as a quick update, and there will be 5 days of practice. So you'll want to get started on that as soon as possible. And then keep working on your final projects. You can do a few slides a week. If you do that, then you'll be breaking that into smaller chunks and you'll have it done in no time before it's due. So I'm going to pause and we're going to jump into the module here. So Module 3 is one of my favorite modules. I love to talk about the stress response and the relaxation response. And they are just so important to our overall health and well-being, as you'll be able to read about and learn about from Dr. Herbert Benson and some of the other neuroscience videos in the course. It's just so important that we find ways to balance that sympathetic and parasympathetic nervous system. So you have your required reading materials, you have your required videos, your supplementary materials are here, and then your assignments. So again, that journal is due by Saturday. You'll want to practice for 5 days, so look that up so you can get started on that. And then your week 6 discussion board is going to be starting on your final project, so we'll talk about that in just a few moments. And so always starting with your learning objectives, you can read through those. And then here start those fun videos, conversation with Dr. Herbert Benson, the HPA axis. This is a supplementary video about how mindfulness affects bias, so you might find that to be interesting. And then also another video on using AI to understand varied perspectives and reduce bias, etc. So look through those, look through the supplementary materials. You have 2 weeks to look at them. So, and then here is your sitting meditation and walking meditation. So again, this week's the sitting meditation. And you can see down here, this is the journal. It's due by Saturday, so 5 days, and use that self-assessment form. You don't necessarily have to post the self-assessment form in your journal, but you should be using it to explain kind of what lections are about. And then you'll see week 6 discussion board is giving you the initial post here of what you'll want to put in for next week. So again, just to give you a heads up that that is coming, it's nice to have this draft started and writing this in a post, and then it helps you kind of set the tone for how your final project is going to be overall. So I look forward to seeing your journals for this week. Start to think about the discussion board and your final projects. You can let those ideas incubate and your creative mindset can start to work, and enjoy your meditation and enjoy your week. I hope you're all having a wonderful summer.